Hello and welcome to the CCTV America News Hour. I'm Mike Walter. We begin here in the United States, which is under fire yet again for its surveillance program. Prosecutors in Spain are opening a preliminary inquiry into allegations that the country was targeted. And both Germany and France are calling for an ethical code to be introduced to safeguard the privacy of its citizens. Meanwhile, U.S. intelligence officials are defending their operations to Washington lawmakers. For more on that, we're joined live from Capitol Hill by our correspondent Nathan King. Nathan?
Yes, Mike, a difficult day for U.S. spy masters, grilled by their own Congress, accused by the Europeans, and being somewhere where they don't often find themselves, in the spotlight.
Will we apologize to Angela Merkel?
Protesters calling on America's intelligence chiefs to apologize to the German chancellor for allegedly listening into her personal cell phone. But they were unapologetic, saying that gathering intelligence on all leaders is what they do.
It's one of the first things I learned in Intel school in 1963, that this is a fundamental given in the intelligence business.
The rules and oversight.
And some American lawmakers wondered aloud whether America's allies are doing the same thing.
Do you believe that the allies have conducted or at any time any type of espionage activity against the United States of America, our intelligence services, our leaders, or otherwise?
Absolutely.
Yes, they have, Chairman.
But for a group of European parliamentarians here in Washington, spying on European leaders or collecting data from tens of millions of European citizens, a charge the Americans deny, is simply not acceptable.
Never spy on your friends.
U.S. intelligence chiefs did not name Edward Snowden in their comments to lawmakers, but all agreed on the effect of his leaks.
The unauthorized disclosure of the details of these programs has been extremely damaging.
Public and political pressure is starting to have an effect. The White House has been hinting that banning spying on political leaders may be part of an overhaul of U.S. intelligence practices. But will that be enough?
There's no doubt that we are seeing a lot of anger at the United States right now by some countries that are typically quite friendly towards it, and by some leaders who have good relationships with President Obama. And so I think we have to view this as a significant crisis. It may not be a fundamental challenge to our relationships, but it could become that if it builds and snowballs and is not addressed.
Mike, I think that's the question. What revelations will come next? Remember, it's been 5 months since whistleblower Edward Snowden first information came out. You know, spying is a practice for centuries that has been in the shadows, but here in the United States, it's very much out in the open right now.
Well, it's been 5 months. It's amazing, Nathan, and it seems like it just keeps going and going.
Exactly.
The Europeans have started actually talking about sanctions against the United States if this type of spying does not stop. What's under consideration?
I mean, more worrying for the U.S. is if they actually follow through on threats to cut back on counterterrorism information sharing. There has even been talk about the financial system and exchange of information about money laundering not being shared. But I think the carrot here is more of an arrangement between the U.S. and some of its allies, like Germany, to tone down the spying on each other's leaders and maybe actually step up the cooperation. This could actually be folded into a European free trade deal, some people were saying here. So we'll have to wait and see. But the temperature at the moment between Europe and the US seems a little too high for that.
Nathan King live for us on Capitol Hill. Thanks so much.